Welcome to the video from thedigital-lifestyle.com. In this video I'm going to change the battery, the internal battery on this Yamaha DX100. It's 30 odd years old, 36 years old, and the internal battery is gone. The battery that you need is just one of these CR2032s, but they're soldered in, so you need a holder. So I've actually got some of these holders. So what I'm going to do is open it up, desolder the old battery and put one of these battery cases in and fit the battery to it. So the first step is to obviously take out all these screws. I kind of going to leave the screws around it so I know where they are when I put them back, because there's some short ones and some long ones in here. Then you've got to expose the board and then I can do the soldering. So all the screws are out. I lifted the top, or the back of it off. It's still got a cable, so be careful with that. Now the battery's under here somewhere, so I'm going to have a look now. I suspect I'm going to have to take these screws out and to see where the battery's located. In fact, there's where the battery's located. So what I'm going to have to do is unscrew these so that I can get at the board to take these out. So those are the two solders that I'm going to desolder and put the case in its place, the new case. Just have to make sure I get the polarity of the battery right as well. So there you can see the battery slot, and under on the board underneath there is the battery. So I'll get the polarity right. I'm not going to fold this board out any further. I'm just going to desolder it from the top and then put the battery holder in its place. So this is the positive and there's a negative. So if I desolder these, make sure I get my holder the right way around. So that's the old battery out, and now I'll just put the wires through for the holder into those. Right, I've soldered the holder in now. I've had a lot of problems with this one because the track had come away, so I soldered it to the solder blob next to it, which I think is part of this loop. If it's not, I've got it wrong, so we'll see. When I fire it up, this one was fairly easy to get on. So there's the battery case. That's going to just pop inside the case when I put the cover back on. Actually, I could actually put it in the battery compartment, couldn't I? And then it'd be easy to access it, but I think I'll just put it inside. Yeah, so before I put the back on, I've just put some of the screws back in to retain the board. I'm just going to test it. I powered it up and I've got the message that it's been wiped. So now you've got to reset it. So you hold down 1 and 2 and turn the power on at the same time, which I'll do, and I'll put it into factory reset mode. Okay, so all working now, but the internal memories are not working. I've done the reset and it doesn't seem to have made any difference. So what I'm going to try doing is using the DX manager and just send the settings down that I had backed up from before. So there's all my patches. I'm just going to send those down using this DX manager, and I've got a separate video on this DX manager, actually, a really great tool. Right, so through the DX patch manager I've sent the whole bank down, and that's in the DX100 now, and it all seems to be working okay. I've just got to check everything, but it seems all okay now. So that's it. The battery changed, and hopefully it should be good for another 30 odd years.